Just a very short, quick one. So there was a news item that apparently in Israel somewhere they found the house of Peter, the leader of the apostles, and as the Catholics know, the first pope. And apparently it became a church, and it's quite a big structure. Apparently, it's got Roman mosaics, gold inlaid stuff. So it's quite a rich sort of structure, and it was definitely a church. So again, bit of an embarrassment for the Protestants, that keep saying, "Oh well, it was just house churches, it was just people meeting in each other's basements, and that was it." No, it wasn't. Churches have been around for a long, long time, right from the beginning, right when the apostles were about. So, and also, the fact that Jesus did build the church on Peter. That's you really have to try and ignore the basics of language when when Jesus tells. First of all, Peter used to be called Simon, and the word Peter, Pedro, Pietro, it means rock. So he changed the guy's name to Rock and then said, "On this rock I will build my church." And he also said that the cornerstone that gets thrown away is the one on which he will build his church. And Peter was definitely a flawed cornerstone. He denied his own Lord 3 times. So, again, yet another embarrassment. Medieval Part 2 on Unauthorized Today, the Medieval History Part 2. The House of Peter having become a church and being an actual church building. Bit of an embarrassment, So there you go, Protestants. Just a quick one. And there's also this, apparently there's a shooting going on at a Walmart, 18 people dead or something. The thing is that this was predicted by pretty much everybody that I know, that because of the Epstein stuff and, the Epstein Pizzagate, child molestation, super scandal that involves, people that were I think it was one of the, I don't know if he was an ex-prime minister or just a minister or something, somebody high up in government in Israel, who was also a Mossad guy before, regularly visiting Epstein. So, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on there. And in order to distract, I guess, we were going to have a few false flags. So there was one shooting a little while ago, now there's another one. And I predict there's probably going to be a couple more. It's interesting times. Yeah, anyway, that was, like I said, it was going to be just a short one. I'll put the link to the archive news item because I don't want it to be memory hold. And, it's still sort of mainstream media and whatever. It doesn't say the exact size of the building, but there's some pictures, and I've done a very quick calculation, sort of back of a napkin type thing. Because in the aerial photograph, you can see some people, so you can roughly estimate the size of the thing. And the size of the visible structure that's in the aerial photograph is roughly about 400 square meters. So it's not a small building, it's a decent sized structure. And in the article, I believe it talks about multiple buildings, so there's it's potentially quite a bit larger than that. Pardon me, but it's quite late. So I just thought it was an interesting thing. And the other very interesting point is that so I belong to this little group of people, and we put it was actually Dave, I think, that put it up first, and then I can't remember, him or me or somebody else put this up. Anyway, 2 or 3 of us put this up. And in this group, there are mostly Protestants with a few Orthodox. And basically, it's Dave and I talking about it, and one other person, I think. All the Protestants, you can just hear crickets crickets. You know, it's it's so funny. You know, once you see the indoctrination of that sort of thing. I've had this similar experience with Muslims when you confront them with the reality of their own so-called holy book and of their own religion. They are either incredulous, rapidly denying facts, or they just kind of, oh, I didn't see that. You know, it's it's astonishing to witness the level of cognitive dissonance. It's fascinating on a psychological sort of from a psychological perspective. The level of cognitive dissonance of people like that is astonishing. So yeah, that's it. Just a 5 minute one. I'm tired and I'm off to bed. Good night.